Take a walk with me. Stretch out this time and savor the moment. It's time for a red mage, blue mage extra turn, baby. Oh yeah.
Good, we're recording.
All right. Okay, so last extra turn, we started by having you sort of recline while I took the charge, and then very quickly you kind of jumped in. This time, I want to rest. I want to recline. I want a story.
No! Okay, I wrote one for you.
Good. I was going to say, you pitched this, so I hope you got something.
So this is an extra turn that has a segment in it.
Yeah, we wanted to do this segment. We had this idea. You had this idea for something you wanted to do, but we wanted to make sure it came out when it was relevant for War of the Spark.
Right.
So,
and as time is ticking, if we recorded this during our regular show, War of the Spark stuff would be all done. So we have to do it now. So,
which means this is the debut of our new segment.
Yeah, Fanfic Theater.
Have a seat next to the hearth. Take a bracing shot of brandy and prepare yourself for Fanfic Theater.
Fanfic Theater.
All right, so first of all...
what is Fanfic Theater?
It's me writing stories about Magic the Gathering characters.
That you don't actually know the story.
I don't know really any of their story, so it's just like my own like headcanon essentially.
Right. Based loosely off some of the few markers that you know.
Yeah.
Kind of.
And I think this one specifically actually stemmed from just a silly chat that we were having where I was just pretending to be Nicole Bolas, and it just kind of grew from there. I'm really kind of like nervous about sharing this.
It really is your fan fiction.
Well, it's not like... Okay, so it's not like it's amazing. I didn't...
Nicol Bolas's bulging muscles rippled across his...
as he scooped up
his wings.
Sorin from the ground and lifted him to his face. No, that's not
Nicol Bolas's forked tongue slithered around Sorin's half-naked body.
All right, I guess you should be writing fanfic.
I can do a different version of this.
This is the not safe for work version.
This will go on our Patreon. Behind a paywall.
Yeah, have to be behind a paywall. This one, however, nobody wants to pay for this. So I'm giving it to y'all for free. So this is more of a vignette of Nicol Bolas. I'm so embarrassed.
You're like hiding your face right now.
I know, I'm blushing.
You're so shy.
Because it's like 200 some words, and I'm like, I've never written 200 words
in my life.
And even though it's made as a joke, it's still a piece of me, so...
It's still writing.
I'm putting it out there. And I didn't really finish it, and it's kind of... Anyway, whatever, we'll get to it. So the title is...
God.
You haven't heard any of this, right? Like, I haven't shared any of this with you, right?
I don't. You wanted to, and I said no.
Okay, so the title is called Time Does Not Heal All Wounds. In fact, it makes it worse. And underneath it says working title. But I think that's it.
Go with it, yeah. You're not going to top that.
And then it's in parentheses. In fact, it makes it worse.
Yeah, of course.
Oh my God. I'm going to have to try and read this with a straight face. Okay.
I'm ready.
Are you reclined? You got your hot chocolate?
I've got my brandy.
Oh,
I've got my fireplace.
Oh, yeah?
I've got my hearth.
Okay.
Got it. And I've got a great old dog.
I'm happy for you. I wish I had these kinds of comforts.
Would that I knew.
Would that I knew the comfort.
The comfort of whiskey and a dog.
I'll never know. Okay. So, time does not heal all wounds. In fact, it makes it worse.
Working title.
Yes. The old man sat down at his dragon-sized desk, looking over his dragon-sized notebook of plans. He lifted his dragon-sized cup of coffee and gave out a dragon-sized sigh. It was cold, just like his dragon heart.
Okay, so a little wistful.
Okay.
character here. I'm not going to assume it's Nicol Bolas.
Nicol Bolas is no ordinary old man. He's extremely old, like older than maybe time itself, because he once crushed time into dust with his dragon claws and blew it with his dragon mouth into the eyes of Teferi. Do you like that?
I do.
Nicol Bolas' very own... I can't do this. Nicol Bolas'
Oh, God. She's cracking herself up.
Nicol Bolas' very own dragon eyes began to water as if they, too, had been coated in a fine, dry misting of crushed time.
Sounds like a product.
The hotness in his eyes began to condense. Tears of sadness? No, of course not. Nicol Bolas does not seep melancholy. Nay, he leaks pure fury.
Tears of rage.
As the boiling liquid brimmed over his lower eyelid and slid down his cheek, it coalesced and then crystallized into a scalding hot diamond of rage. Yes, you raised your hand.
I have a question. So he's got an icy cold heart and boiling tears. Is that right?
Correct. He held the coffee mug up to his face, and the burning crystal splashed into the caffeinated blackness. He downed the entire contents. As scalding and bitter as his dragon ass. Now he could focus.
So now we're getting to whatever's happening here. Act 1.
He threw his empty mug across the room, and it shattered against the wall, pieces falling into a pile of shards of its ceramic kin. He opened his bullet journal and turned to the "Get Your Godhood Back" spread.
He has a bullet journal?
Looking at the many filled in boxes made him feel encouraged and inspired.
See, I think you're doing a good job characterizing him, because he is organized. And he does like accomplishing things.
Yes. There are only 3 more boxes to fill. Send out invitations, vampire all the planeswalkers, and planeswalk into an Eldrazi. A twisted smile slowly crawled across his face. Okay, that was end. That's it. That's all I could write before I was like, I'm done. I can't do this anymore.
That's a really good part 1. I like that a lot.
What was your favorite line? I could tell you mine.
I liked the mug shattering on the wall and its shards falling amongst its shattered kin. He throws a dragon-sized mug against the wall every day.
Yes.
Wasteful Nicol Bolas.
He doesn't care. No regrets, as we learned last time.
Yeah.
So my favorite line was, Nicol Bolas' very own dragon eyes began to water as if they too had been coated in a fine dry misting of crushed time. Oh my God, I'm crying right now. Like Nicole, my
tears of rage.
Tears of rage.
I'll be honest. I think the title is really my favorite part of the whole thing.
Aww.
That's not an insult to the piece. That's just a compliment to the title. Time heals all wounds.
Time does not heal all wounds. In fact, it makes it worse.
So I love that title. What does it have to do with anything?
Because he's a piece of shit that's lived forever and is still a piece of shit. And he was like, so I had to do some research for this. And so I was reading about how, like, he has a twin brother and, like, they were born kind of like, I don't know, one. Yeah. Which is strange because I guess dragon eggs just, like, fall out of the sky or something. I don't know. It's very Ava-like. And,
true.
And so he just, like, was just shitty from the get-go, but he felt like he was betrayed by his brother at one point and then just, like, never stopped being shitty. So
he's got a big, in the lore, he's got a big inadequacy problem.
Yeah.
Because he feels like, everybody's like, you're only half a dragon, really.
Right, because you came from a shared egg. Right.
And he's like, fuck you, I'm going to be the biggest egg.
Right. So that's why the title's that way. And I had more to write, but I just never, I couldn't bring myself to it. That was all the creative juice I had.
Yeah, this was born out of that conversation we had where we were imagining he's 25,000 years old at least.
Yeah.
And like he's just an old man and he's just tired and crotchety.
Yeah.
And so we were imagining him in an office.
Yes.
And it's so funny because we had that conversation and then literally the next day, Mark Rosewater's Tales from the Pit comic showed that the original, the OG Nicol Bolas creature art, where he's just like a dragon man at a chair.
Yes, I love it.
And it was so appropriate to this painting that you've made.
My favorite part is just the old man, dragon size, dragon size, dragon size, dragon this, dragon that. Nicopolis is no older man. He's extremely old.
I liked the bullet journal detail. That was very good.
Get your godhood back spread.
Yes. Vampire all the planeswalkers.
He's doing that. That was my...
Yep, it's happening right now. Prediction.
He's going to planeswalk into an Eldrazi.
Like to possess it?
Yeah, why not?
You know I got theories on Eldrazi.
Yep.
So the other half of this that I want to get into, being that we're in War of the Spark territory, is so you did some background research on Nicol Bolas's lore. Mm-hmm. What else did you find out?
So he's died and come back again. Died, air quotes, like he was in the in-betweens in the world, whatever that stuff is, where the Eldrazi are, I guess. It's like the
blind eternities.
Yeah, like the inky blackness that's in between, and then he like literally pulled himself back together and came out some other place.
He Dr. Manhattan.
Yeah, and then like I learned that I didn't know about Liliana being basically an old, and then she got like, there was like some contract deals going on, like she sold her soul to some devils, and then Nicol Bolas was like, hey, I own this loan now or something, and then like gave her internal youth or something. I don't remember.
Yeah. Her whole shtick is that she wants eternal youth and beauty, and she wants necromantic power, I guess.
Yeah. Okay,
but
cool.
Her big driving factor is, I want to be young and beautiful forever.
Mm-hmm.
And so she made deals with demons to get that and to get her powers. And over the past several years, she's basically been trying to assassinate all the demons that held the contract.
Yeah.
Not knowing that Nicol Bolas owns it.
Yeah. And
Which that's the whole deal with the trailer. Like, Nicol Bolas owns her soul, basically.
Yeah. That was
and
really
in the trailer,
cool.
she's like, well, I'd rather be dead then.
Yeah. So like I have a lot of holes in my lore knowledge, obviously.
Sure.
And so the mending is a thing that I really didn't understand or get. And so it was interesting to know that there were like these rifts happening when planeswalkers planeswalk, I guess? Or like just showing up. And I don't know, like maybe planeswalking is creating issues.
Just
I'm not sure. Yeah, maybe. But I don't know.
That's interesting. My understanding of the mending, because that all happened in Time Spiral on Dominaria, which is like the hub of the multiverse.
Mm-hmm.
And my understanding of that was Dominaria, like the events of the past, 5-10 years in Dominaria was just apocalypse after apocalypse after apocalypse, just crazy shit happening. And Time Spiral was like, well, there's been like 5 catastrophes and an ice age on the central plane of existence that's going to have effects. So like the fabric of reality is coming apart.
Mm-hmm.
And to fix that, your boy Teferi mended it, fixed it, and in doing so, altered.
Yeah. And so Nicole's got this whole chip on his shoulder for that, essentially.
Right.
Yeah.
He used to be a god.
The time fuckery and the lore is ridiculous, and I'm like, dear God, it's so much so that I actually was looking up to see if I could find the novels and like actually read the Magic the Gathering novel series, because I used to have a couple books, definitely when they used to do like pre-release. I think I told you about this. I had Morning Tides.
That's right, and I asked you if you had read it,
and I read like a couple of pages, but back then it was like, I was like, oh, this is like being in the middle of something. I don't really get what's going on or whatever. So it might be a thing I might potentially do. I was looking for like an original, like the first, like I think the first one's called Arena, I think. And I was looking for it on Amazon. It was like $34 for a mass market paperback. And I was like, ooh.
That's a little steep.
It's a little steep for a mass market paperback, but do I want it bad enough? I don't know. Will I read it?
Or the Spark has a novelization.
Interesting.
First time they've done that in quite a while.
Really?
Yep. Well, apparently get that as a collectible. That shit's going to go up in price.
Well, nah.
You know what?
What?
You just need to write your own novel.
Oh, God. I could barely write 200 words before I just gave up. I was like, I am tired. I don't even.
You needed an inciting incident, something to happen.
I could just do like a lot of vignettes. Maybe if I just made a novel of vignettes and like it's just like the first 200 words of introduction to something and then leave the rest up for...
If you string enough vignettes together, you have a whole story, really. So.
Maybe, How could
you ever think about it that way?
How could I trick myself into doing this? I don't know.
You need a bullet journal of your own for this.
Yeah, make enough Magic the Gathering spreads, vignette fanfics to make a novel.
I think you could do it.
I could probably do it. But am I going to? Probably not.
Nah.
Bye.
We'll just keep podcasting.
Yeah, I'll just talk about it.
All right. Well,
peace out.
That's our extra turn.
Chain lightning.
Time stop.
Chain lightning.
Time stop.
Chain lightning. Bye.
Bye.
See you later, everybody.